Hi, I'm Ali, and in today's video, I thought I would share with you how to rid those forehead wrinkles and also reduce those frown lines between the eyes, the 11s if you like. What we're going to be doing is some facial massage exercises, some facial massage, and also finishing off with some lymphatic drainage, so also removing toxins and waste within this area. Hi, I'm Ali. I've been a facialist for the last 7 years and I'm really here to help you on your skin journey. So also please comment down below if there's any other facial exercises you'd like me to share with you. So first things first, I like to start off with clean skin, and I'm using some facial oil just so we've got a slip and glide if you like, and I have some rosehip oil here. If you do have a face cream, that's fine too, just so we have something again, so slip and glide, but also whatever you do apply to your facial area, the forehead and between the eyes, is going to penetrate in even better and deeper. So then just applying onto the forehead and between the eyes with the facial oil, just massaging that in sort of light motions, round circular motions. This is a fairly light touch. And then just massage the oil down by the side of the ears, behind the ears, and then just down towards the side of the neck, down to the collarbone. So first of all, we're going to start with a little bit of gentle facial tapping. So I'm just tapping between the eyes. This is also a great acupressure point. Also helps calm down the nervous system. We tend to hold a lot of tension and maybe sometimes in the daytime scrunch our face, so we end up with those lines, they tend to be more pronounced. So you really want to soften everything up. And then from the eyebrows heading towards the hairline on the forehead area. And if you like, you can take a couple of deep belly breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to really help with blood flow, but also to help with oxygen to the facial and the neck area. Right, so once we've done that, I'm going to take my fingers and we're going to work in a horizontal way. So we're actually pulling slightly apart and working against any vertical lines between the eyes. And then we're just going to tilt the fingers slightly and work at a different angle. And then on the other side. And what we're doing here, we're really helping releasing any tight fascia within this area. You may want to spend a little bit more time on this. And again, whatever we've placed onto our skin is going to penetrate in even better and deeper. And then just gliding with the fingers in an upwards motion. Smoothing it all out. And now we're going to take our fingers and we're going to make a V shape. We're going to place them between the eyebrows here. And then we're just going to take our eyebrows and gently come down with the eyebrows. So we've got a bit of resistance, and this is a great face yoga technique. So again, placing the fingers between the eyebrows here, and then just gently come down with the eyebrows. And you should feel a contraction. And one last time, coming up. And release that out with the fingers there. Just lifting in an upwards motion. And then taking our fingers, our thumbs under our eyebrows, fingers above, just gently massaging again. And then gliding, very light and fine. The skin around and under the eyes is very fine and delicate here. So with the thumbs, a feather-light touch, maybe slightly more pressure with the fingers, just gliding that out. So now when it comes to the forehead area, again, we're going to take our fingers and we're just going to be doing some gentle scissor-like motions all along the forehead area. And again, we're breaking down any tight fascia, sort of releasing it in a way. And if you want to take a couple of deep belly breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to really help with, again, with oxygen to the neck and the head area. And also remembering to keep the shoulders relaxed. It's very easy to hoik them right up. So just keeping also the body relaxed as well, and no tension on the face. Maybe a little pinky. Now we don't have to on the forehead, so you don't want to put too much pressure with the fingers. Again, we don't have much fat padding, if you like, on the forehead, so you want to be fairly light. And then just gently gliding in an upwards motion from between the eyebrows towards the hairline, and then just slowly working our way along. Again, we're working horizontally, so we're working against any of those horizontal forehead lines. And then placing one hand as an anchor on one side of the forehead, taking the other fingers and just gently massage in a nice circular motion all along that side of that forehead, and slightly head towards the temples. You can do these once or twice a day, obviously depending how much time you have. You may want to spend a bit more time, depending also on how deep your wrinkles are here, your lines. And also it's quite useful to be mindful in the daytime to actually how you hold your expression. So obviously if you're creasing your eyebrows, you're going to be creating more of those lines. And now what we're going to do is we're going to place our hands onto our forehead, keeping our shoulders nice and relaxed, keeping our head still. Let's do a little exercise. So just keeping the head nice and straight, we're just going to lift our eyes up and come down. We'll do this 8 times. Come all the way down for 3, 4. You should feel contraction. 5, 3 more times. And last time, and down. And then just gently, with a feather-light touch, with the fingers just gliding along the forehead horizontally. What we're doing here, moving toxins and waste within the lymph. And again, the lymph is very close to the surface of the skin, so just a very light, delicate touch is needed. And then just gliding down the side of the ears. Now we have plenty of lymph nodes by the ears here, so just gliding in front of the ear and then behind the ears. Again, plenty of lymph nodes. And then with the flat of the hand, because we have more surface area, I'm taking my fingers in front and behind the ears and then just gently gliding down the big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. And on the other side, fingers in front and behind the ears, just gently gliding. And then just down by the big SCM muscle down to the collarbone. You might always feel like you want to swallow at this point because you can literally feel things moving along. And then I always like to finish off with a lymphatic drainage release, which I find is really important. We've moved all toxins and waste after our facial massage on our forehead and also between our eyebrows. We want to release that. So where our collarbone is, just above, we have some indentations, and I'd just like to give those a few gentle presses. So I will leave another video here if you'd like to join me there. Again, if you'd like to comment down below, that would be great. Tell me where you're from and if there's any other facial massage, fascia work or lymphatic drainage you would like me to share with you. And please consider subscribing if not already subscribed for more content, and the thumbs up really helps with the algorithm. And I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye.